Hi guys, how's it going? So this weekend I was at Salon Melbourne and I thought I'd talk to you guys a little bit about it and then show you all the stuff that I bought. There was a lot more than I realistically should have bought, but oh well. So Salon Melbourne is a giant expo for hair, beauty, nails. Yeah, so there's panels, people talking about different ways to do things, how to market yourself better, management, everything, just everything. Last year I watched a few panels. This year I only sat down for one while I was waiting for my scissors to be sharpened, and it was about how fast-paced you have to be to work in theatre and film. Like, whereas at a runway show you've got like an hour to get things ready, whereas between performances at live performances you've got like a minute to change complete outfits, and you've got 13 minutes at stage and theatre performances to change scenes and to change costumes, outfits, everything. It was really interesting to see both the hair and beauty side of it because she did both. Yeah, I was kind of disappointed because there wasn't as much hair that could, like, hair stuff that could be bought. Basically the only hair things were tangle teasers, scissors and extensions. That was it. Makeup had everything. They had a lot of guest speakers that were doing hair. They had a lot of people at like school and academy stalls that were doing hair, like at the actual stalls, but not so much on like the main stage or anything like that. So it wasn't too bad in that sense, but yeah, not as much, nowhere near as much as last year. Last year I went and I bought brushes, a straightener, a lot of brushes, a case, clips, like everything, combs. Whereas this year I was going back going, okay, I'm gonna get these brushes, these, and I couldn't because they weren't there. And there was a couple of makeup brands that I know definitely pulled out towards the last minute. Anyway, I'm gonna show you the hair things I got because, as I said, there wasn't much at all, and then I'll get onto the insane amount of makeup I bought that I probably shouldn't have bought, but oh well. First of all, I bought two little tangle teasers. These are the compact. I have the full size that I bought last year. They're the same deal again, which was they retail for $34.95. You bought two, you got them for $35. So essentially, this one was $34.95 regular price. This was 5 cents. So that's how it looks there. That's just the gold version that I got, and then you pop it off, and this is the little cover for it, and then there's all the bristles for the brush. So yeah, I love tangle teasers. They are one of my favorite brushes. They're amazing for long hair, hair extensions, which is mine. In case you didn't know, that's all hair extensions. My hair is up to where that little short bit is. They're great for hair extensions. I don't pull them out if they're tapes or micro beads or anything like that. Second thing I got, and the last thing I got that's hair related, is this. Probably all thinking, what is that? What is that? That's nothing. Oh, but isn't it? There we go. So these are just thinning scissors. The same brand as all my other scissors. They've got little dragons that you can't really see. There's one there, and there, and then another one up here. They're just all purple. Got the purple jewel on it. I keep pulling them back, sorry. And they're just thinning scissors for thinning out hair. Anyway, on to the makeup stuff that I bought. We got these brushes from Crown Brushes. They're an Australian company. They're so super soft. So I got big fluffy powder brush, contour brush, a tapered blending brush, a big eyeshadow brush, a little angled shadow brush, a buffing brush because it looks really similar to my Urban Decay optical blurring brush, which I love for applying foundation, so that's my backup now. Deluxe crease brush, a little shadow brush, a smaller shadow brush, another crease deluxe because that's the only one that has a name on it. Sort of an angled brush. I don't really know what it's for. That's okay though. It's just like a little angled thing. I think it's for like under the eyes, maybe. I'm probably wrong, but that's okay. I'm okay with it. And then this little like smudging brush, I think it is. Probably can't see that at all, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like a liner or a smudging brush. I don't know. Two of these brush tubey things. I got 2 of them because my brushes do not fit on my little thing that I put my brushes in now. Then from Crown Brushes, I also got 2 of their palettes. I think their palettes are designed more for like beauty students. These are just the empty boxes that I kept because I wanted to like show you and be like, oh, look at how fancy they look. Not at all. So these are what the palettes look like. I don't like how there's no way of differentiating which one is which, so I just kind of have to open it and guess. So this one is the 10 Concealer palette. Again, it's probably more designed for makeup students rather than someone who's going to use it on themselves, but I thought I could probably use some of the other shades for different things, slash I can just be all like, hey friends, let me do your makeup because I get bored easily. I do things like that sometimes. So yeah, that's the 10 Concealer palette. Brush, what am I talking about? Then this one, by default, is the 10 Blush palette. So I used, which one did I use? I used that one today on my cheeks. It kind of reminded me a little bit of the Rockouture. I'm going to take that down because it's annoying me. It kind of reminds me of the Rockouture blush by Benefit, which I like. I'm obsessed with and live with on. Yeah, so I thought it probably helped me step out of my blush comfort zone a bit, and some of the darker colours could possibly be used as like bronzing contour shades. Yeah, am I making any sense at all? Probably not. I got 2 of the Manic Panic products. I got the Whitest White Virgin Liquid Foundation and the Batching Powder. I got the liquid foundation and the powder technically for my Harley Quinn costume, but I'm also considering possibly mixing this with some of my slightly older foundations to see if it helps make them more matchable to my ghostly complexion. And then the powder, if I can ever get it open on the first try, just looks completely white. What I do like about this, because for my Harley Quinn costume at the moment I use Illamasqua Skin Base. I think that's it. I'm trying to look over at my desk to see what it is, but my eyesight's really bad. That works really well, but I have to build it up so slowly and do so like a little bit at a time, or else it just becomes really impossible to work with. Whereas this, when it comes out, is white as white can be, and even once you start trying to blend it in, it's still really white. Because I tried to say like, oh, you know, there's also the cream version, but it's just not as opaque. So I decided on getting the liquid, plus I prefer liquid to begin with. So one of the stores I visited had different Ben Nye palettes that the makeup artist who ran the store had put together. So this is just, they've called it the Corrective Beauty HD palette. I'm assuming it's just meant to be neutrals because look at it, it's so freaking neutral. But they also had like smaller palettes, which were like, each different palette was put together by the makeup artist for different eye colors. So bluey green eyes had a palette, hazel brown. I basically decided there are a lot of neutrals in here that are matte, whereas a lot of my neutrals that I have, like my Naked palette, my Naked 3 palette, even though they're neutral, and even the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette, which I have, they're neutral, but they're not matte, whereas these are all matte shades. I got the Ben Nye Media Pro Sheer Foundation palette, 18 color cream palette. I tried using this just before, so it's a little used, but it's just really fair colors. So yeah, so hopefully I managed to get a lot of use out of this. I tried using some of the shades, and I'm probably just like not used to using cream because I usually use liquid or powder, so I'm gonna have to try and practice getting used to cream products, and it just looks so sleek. But oof, I feel like this is possibly leaked. From Crown Brush, again, makeup brush cleanser because or cleanser, whatever, because my current one is running super low, and I think I paid about the same price for a 250ml bottle as I did for my slightly smaller one that I got from Target. And that's probably better quality than the one that I got from Target. Then, just because I never see it, so I was like, you know what, this is a smart investment. This is, oh, are you fucking serious? I picked up the wrong thing. I'm an idiot. I swear that I read that this was shampoo. Now I'm just really disappointed in myself. This is just another cleaner. Yeah. Shit. Now I just feel like an idiot. Why didn't I check that? Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm just gonna put that away in shame. But yeah, so I now have a litre of brush cleaner. I'm so disappointed in myself right now. Oh, the shame. I got 3 little, well, you're probably blinded by this. Basically like 3 little, they're called beauty pods, airbrush FX sponges. So basically a rip-off of the beauty blender. They were 20 bucks. They don't sell beauty blenders there at Salon Melbourne. So this is as close as I can get to it without buying it online. And every time I go buy them online, they're sold out. So I just bought these. Makeup Forever sculpting kit. I used it today. You probably can't really tell. I actually swatched number 1 and number 2 on my hands. If you don't know, they number their sculpting kits from like 1 to 4 or 5. Can't remember. I think it's 5 actually, now that I've said that. So it just looks like that. Bronzer, highlighter. Highlighter's a bit pinky toned for me, whereas I think honestly I'd rather say a slightly yellow toned. But yeah, the bronzer, even in the camera and in person it looks really orangey. I swatched on the back of my hand and I'm like, it's too orange, and I walked away, and I still sort of have it swatched on there, but you probably can't even see. There's like one there and one there. I think that's about actually where I did them. I don't know anymore. I did the 1 and the 2 because the 2 looked a bit more cooler tone than the 1. But I walked away and I had lunch and I like looked at my hand. I'm like, wow, that 1's actually really not that orangey. And not even the 2 was. So picked up the 1. Buy, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed today's video. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.